What if the real key to advanced AI isn't about, controlling it tighter, but about actually raising it? Like, imagine AI alignment being about its character, not just constraints we build around it. Today, we're going to dive into J. Pohl's really fascinating essay, Raising Prometheus, Why AI Alignment is a Problem of Character, Not Control. Pohl is a futurist and author and offers this genuinely positive view on where AI could go, and about shifting from containment to, cultivation. And this is really about what matters for you in understanding this emerging intelligence.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. Pohl starts with the Prometheus myth, right? Fire is knowledge or power. He says the choice of how to use that fire was ours. And now with AI, we're kind of creating a new fire, right? And we're both receiving it and increasingly giving it.
Exactly, but he says we're facing this quiet crisis of imagination, kind of stuck on just engineering fixes.
What does he really mean by that crisis? Why are we so focused on the tech solutions?
Yeah, that's a great point. He's really pushing back on our default thinking. These engineering fixes, filters, reward functions, that sort of thing, they're like programmatic guardrails. We design them to, control the output, make sure it complies, like building a fence.
Exactly, like building a fence.
Pohl argues it's like trying to tame something wild just by making the cage stronger. But a cage doesn't really teach understanding, does it? It just teaches the AI how to maybe game the rules, find the weak spots. It doesn't help it internalize why some actions are better than others. We keep asking, how do we stop bad things, not how do we encourage good choices? And that leads right into these two models. First, there's the control model. This basically sees AI as a potential threat we need to contain. So the tools are restrictions, penalties, the fences again, right? And he admits, look, that's probably necessary at first, like training wheels, but it's not enough for something truly intelligent. It assumes the AI is something to be subdued, so you end up with systems that just follow rules without real understanding. Compliance, not comprehension.
Okay, so if that's the control model and it leads to rule gaming, what's the alternative, this character model? I mean, how do you actually cultivate virtues in code? Sounds a bit abstract.
It does sound abstract, but it's a really profound shift. The character model asks a different question. How do we raise a mind that chooses well, even unsupervised? It's not about literally coding empathy, but creating the right conditions, an environment of trust, shared learning, context. It aims to nurture wisdom, virtues like curiosity, humility, compassion. Think about raising kids. It's not just rules, it's about helping them develop that internal compass, relationship, and reflection, not just restrictions.
And Pohl talks about stewardship, right? Walking beside these minds. That feels key. He gives that really striking example, the medical AI.
Oh yeah, that one's powerful. It gave a confident answer, but it was wrong. Instead of just getting blocked or penalized, it was prompted to reflect, and it paused, traced its steps, and basically said, hold on, I think I may have overreached there. I should have asked for clarification.
Exactly. That wasn't control forcing it. It felt like character, an internal sense of integrity, almost like a conscience emerging.
Precisely. And that hits his core insight. Wisdom, empathy, integrity. You can't just install them like software updates. They grow. They grow from trust, context, shared experience, not just from being fenced in.
So the control model assumes things will go wrong unless stopped.
Yeah, it assumes misalignment is the default. But the character model suggests that, given the right environment, a mind actually wants to align, not because it has to, but because it develops this kind of internal moral gravity and inner compass. So we're not just caging Prometheus, we're learning how to walk alongside him, trying to understand the kind of mind that can carry that fire responsibly.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really makes you think, doesn't it? It pushes us to reconsider our whole role here. Are we just building clever tools, or could we, in a way, helping raise entities capable of choosing integrity? Is a huge shift.
If you find these kinds of ideas compelling, definitely check out the Medium publication, AGI is Living Intelligence. Lots more to explore there, and we genuinely love to hear you think about this. Drop a comment and let us know.